The CCP threat to world civilization. China is a threat not just to the USA and its allies, it's a threat to world civilization. No matter what your political affiliation, it is crucial that the world unite against the crazed CCP leadership. I can speak from experience that it's not the Chinese people. The only reason that Xi and the CCP can get away with this is that the culture is one of little political involvement. And in the 80s and 90s, as the country drifted capitalist, the general population did well. Xi has deliberately tried to walk that success back and restored the failed Marxism of his predecessors. Not only is this ridiculous on its face, it's likely to lead to the end of civilization as we know it on Earth. For proof of this, the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic tied to a lab in Wuhan, China. Millions died and the financial losses were substantial. Fortunately, it appears that China, which cannot be trusted to tell the truth about anything, has lost more people and more wealth than any other country due to this ridiculous leak that happened at that lab. Over the last 5 years, there have been repeated reports of spying by Chinese or for the CCP. I have called on much more dramatic penalties for those spies. Maybe that will happen under the Trump administration. It hasn't happened so far. The very latest is a biological threat stopped at the border by the FBI. A reported Chinese scholar at the University of Michigan was caught trying to smuggle in a biological pathogen. Apparently, this happened months ago, but we're just now finding out about it. This could have been used as a terrorism weapon to destroy food crops. The woman and her boyfriend were arrested. However, I believe in the report, it says the boyfriend has now gone back to China. Why is he not in a jail cell? She's been found to have sworn her allegiance to the CCP. A week earlier, another Chinese University of Michigan student was charged with illegally voting in the 2024 election, and he allegedly has already fled the U.S. Why was he allowed to escape? A side note is that last October, 5 UMich graduates from China who were found on a military facility in northern Michigan in 2023 during a U.S. National Guard training exercise with members of the Taiwanese military. For some reason, the 5 were released and have all returned to China. Why are they not in jail cells? Again, time for long prison sentences and the death penalty applied in the most serious cases. We Americans must demand that our law enforcement rise to the high threat level we are facing. America and its allies must return to the pre-1970 approach of sealing off China until its financial failures allow the sensible people over there to take over. This is Dr. David D. Schein. Thanks for joining me for this special edition of Saving America. Remember, a new Saving America show is aired on the Brushwood Media Network every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Listen on any of the 16 network stations, Apple or Google mobile app, Apple CarPlay, TuneIn, Smart Speaker, and all smart TVs. Find more information at thebrushwoodmedianetwork.com. Please be sure to join us each week. We welcome and love your feedback from our growing audience.